Hi Happy Campers, this is James from Hit the Floor magazine on the Saturday of the Reading Festival 2013, and today I'm here with Duane Dennison from Tomahawk. Lovely to meet you.
James, nice to meet you.
Okay, so you literally just arrived at Reading Festival today, or have you just been in the UK since yesterday? Or?
No, we came over from France last night, and we've been here a couple hours.
Okay, and how was France last night?
I think it was pretty good. You know, the Rock and Scene Festival is fairly sizable, I'd say, and we played a pretty good set, and I got to walk around and see some things. I saw a bit of Johnny Marr last night and other things, so it was good.
So this is like your first Reading Festival, I do believe, with Tomahawk?
Maybe so. It's not, I'm so old, it's not my first Reading Festival. You know, I played Reading, literally 20 years ago with the Jesus Lizard.
Of course, and you've just recently reunited.
You were in grade school then, I think.
Yeah, I could say that. So I do believe that also Jesus Lizard have recently reunited as well.
Not exactly. We did a reunion tour in 2009, and they reissued the back catalog. We may do some more shows at some point, but we'll see.
Okay, so with Tomahawk, you've had recently, well, I say recently, back in January, you had Oddfellows, the new album released, and this was recorded in Nashville, Tennessee, I do believe. Is it Easy Eye Studios?
That's right. I live in Nashville, and so I have a rehearsal place there, and I know Dan Auerbach, and I know those guys. And so I had gone to the studio and just kind of observed some of the other sessions that were going on, and I really liked it. And they cut us a deal, and we went in there and did it.
So how was like the recording process for Oddfellows? Was it a lot more easier than like previous albums like Mick Gas, etc., etc.?
It wasn't. I don't know if it was any easier, but it certainly wasn't any more difficult. And what made it especially nice and easy eye is the way that room is set up. It's very old school, as you can imagine, you know, with Dan Auerbach. So we could set up everything in one room. It was one big room. So the drums, bass, guitars, and let things sort of bleed into each other. And so it was nice to be able to literally play live just like you were jamming, you know, no headphones, and just kind of hang out. So it was very, very conducive to just a very live, organic feel.
Okay, and so behind Oddfellows also, what was the particular concepts or ideas that revolved around the making of this album?
You know, it just kind of evolved over time. And Oddfellows, obviously, if you know anything about the Oddfellows, it's a fraternal order similar to the Masons and Masonic thing. Though there's not necessarily any real tie. It's not like we're some spooky dudes trying to get you to join our cult or whatever. Also, it's just a funny word, isn't it? It's Oddfellows. It's like, well, who is the odd fellow? Is it us? Is it you? Are we all?
It's a very ambiguous sort of word. For all we know, it could be a gentleman's club.
And it often is, actually, truth be told. That's usually what those things end up being.
Absolutely. So, again, this is Tomahawk's first appearance at Reading Festival. This is crowned as one of the festivals with the biggest range of diversity in terms of musicianship. Do you prefer playing these more varied festivals, or do you actually prefer playing to a particular crowd with a set kind of scene or genre or culture?
I not to sound like I'm copping out, but I really do like doing a nice cross-section of both. I think that obviously being a band, you've got your own sound in your songs, so it's nice to play, say, theaters or clubs where people are there to see you and they know your stuff and you have a little more control over the sound and all this. But then again, there's a certain excitement, I think, and fun that happens at festivals where there's a lot of bands, I don't want to say competing, but I guess in a way, yeah, and where there's a lot of energy in the air, and everything's just a little larger scale, and that's kind of fun too. But to me, this will be the third in a row. Tomorrow leads. After like 4 or 5 of these in a row, you kind of just want to have you want to walk into a building made of brick and just sit in a chair without 20 different stages, going at the same time.